Wonderful conference so far.
No, absolutely stunning. I mean, we had a great conference last year in Spear, but I think we've progressed from there, and everybody seems really happy.
I can endorse that. We've chatted to a number of your delegates, and they've thoroughly enjoyed it. The quality of the speakers this year, they say in particular, has been world class.
No, it's absolutely. What we did is we realised that we don't have to get people to come from Melbourne and tell us how wonderful they are and how sort of behind the curve we are. We just have amazing people in our industry. We've got great residual knowledge, and rather than have people standing up and sort of preaching with PowerPoint presentations, by encouraging discussion and facilitated discussion, and also the setup we have where it's a theatre in the round that ripples into the audience and everybody feels part of the discussion. So, great opportunity for learning and sharing views.
I wanted to compliment you on that, in particular the setting inside, the way you've set it up. People do feel that they can participate and ask questions freely and make comments freely.
Yeah, they all feel that we're part of the discussion. It's something I saw in Lisbon a couple of years ago when I was part of the World Travel Tourism Council, this sort of theatre in the round setup, and it costs a bit of money, but it's well worth it in the end.
Wonderful. David, you've been in the hot seat almost 2 years. I think on the 16th of next month it'll be 2 years. How's this new chapter in your life unfolded?
The first bit was fairly placid and quite easy, and then with the advent of these visa regulations, my life took on a whole new sort of twist. So it's been an arduous year when we've tried to focus on this, and particularly in the last 3 months we've sort of gone out publicly in a necessary way to actually speak up for the industry against something that's been imposed without consultation, without an economic impact study, and which has quite frankly had a major effect on a lot of my members. So that's taken a bit of a toll, but there's an amazing group of people that I act on behalf of, and they as we said when we chatted to the Minister, it's about the truth, and it's about standing up for that truth, and it's about standing up for the future of the country we want to live in. So David, sometimes you've got to speak truth to power.
Absolutely. I think it's commendable, quite frankly, and a number of your delegates have kindly referred to the fact that you've lost weight, maybe in particular with regards to the visa issue and the unabridged birth certificate, I almost want to say debacle. You have very recently been quoted in media that you're willing to work together with the ministerial team, and that you will cooperate and give input. Your background is vast in this regard, so would it be correct to assume that they will afford you and your organisation that opportunity?
Well, look, I mean, what we've got with this interministerial committee is what we've been asking for a while, is just to have a proper opportunity to put proper data on the table, which Home Affairs has never afforded us in a year. We work very closely with our Minister of Tourism, so we've been feeding information into him and his department. We've commissioned 2 huge reports, one looking at projected impact, the other looking at actual impacts, but also at the same time offering alternative solutions, because there are a number of international best practices in this regard. I mean, the blunt instrument of birth certificates to counter 23 cases of child trafficking it's cloud cuckoo land.
Yeah. I mean, you've worked in the past with Valley Musa, you've worked with fellow Jordan. I heard the Minister's talk yesterday acknowledging you in various aspects. So that all bodes well, surely, for SATSA in terms of driving your initiatives going forward.
Well, look, I mean, hopefully we can get this out of the way. We can focus on getting growth back. Before these visa regulations, we were growing at 7% per annum in terms of international arrivals. So that's what we want to focus on. That's the main purpose of tourism, is to get more people here, to get the associated job creation. So if we can get these out of the way, there are a lot of very interesting initiatives. We're looking at the self-regulation of adventure tourism and putting that on the map. I mean, New Zealand put the whole country on the map in terms of adventure tourism, and we've got much more product than them. Right. We've never unearthed it.
David, the conference, the delegates have enjoyed themselves, and it's just been another great success for SATSA.
No, thanks very much. Yeah, it has. I mean, to see 230 odd people on time at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning after a big night out is testimony to that. But they're just great people. I'm just very fortunate to work with great members, and we like a big family, so it's a privilege to act on their behalf. And the one thing about tourism that you always got to remember: if you're not having fun, then you've lost the plot. So Absolutely. We need to put a bit of fun back into it as well.